Okay, you get these outboards. You know, at some point an outboard reaches that point to where you just, you don't know if it's worth it. This is such an outboard. Hey boy. Very hard abuse. Saltwater four-stroker at its best. So rusty under here and stuff that I can't even get it to turn. It will turn if I really reef on it, but that's all rusty. Whether I could get some grease in there, who knows. Rust everywhere on the thing. Salt, rust. This came in from remote. You know, the carbs, should be taken apart and cleaned. Salt, rust, corrosion. But one of the biggest issues, I'm guessing the thing ran hot. And the would-be expert said, well, it's got to be the thermostat. So they commenced to taking off the water jacket cover. And as they did so, if you look at these bolts, that one's off center, I tapped it. That one's off center, I tapped it. Those are 1/4 now. These ones, here, 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 and here, I just chased the threads, and that seemed to work out pretty good. This guy up here, you can see it's way off center. So what I'm going to do there is I ground this away, this hump that used to be here. There was a hump. And then I flattened it out with a die grinder. Now I can put a bolt or a screw or bolt or whatever through the hole with a nut on the back side. I took this device here and retapped everything, and I think with a gasket and some nice thick coat of a gasket maker, it'll probably be okay. But you just talk about outboard abuse. Wow. The oil in it looks like crude oil. I'll guarantee it's never been changed ever in its life. Never probably had fresh water run through it from the day it was put in service. The recoil rope, I got it in there. It was broke. And this is one of those that is at that point to where you're just like, so the guy sent this one in and this little guy here and said, fix them. This one don't pee. It needs an impeller. That's probably true, but God knows what else it needs. How about them grommets under there? And but this one appears to be in better shape than this guy. So, like I said, we're at that point to where I'll call him if I can get in touch with him and say, how much do you want to spend? And if I can't get in touch with him and I have to ship it, it came in here via barge. And if I can't get in touch with him, I will put that water jacket cover on there with a gasket and goo, give it a run, and if I got the leak, and if there's no leaks, I probably won't even change the oil on the thing. I'll send it right back out there. I'll do what he said do and send it right back out there, because in my honest opinion, it just ain't worth putting the money into because of everything else it needs. And it's not that it's that far gone if it were my motor, but it's not my motor. So it's going back out to Abuse Central Station, and where it will commence to go in through the outboard torture that it has seen since day one. But amazingly, the throttle's free, shifts in and out of gear nice. So if I can at least get the water jacket cover for it and get that on there, I guess I'll consider this a success. So stand by, there's a little more to this video to come. Be right back. More like starting an old Model A. That's reverse. It's water cooled. Yeah, she's a peach. Hard to believe the damn thing runs. Oh, what to do. You can see those holes are all wattled out. I can probably re-thread them, get a cover. They snap just about every one of those water jacket bolts off. Oh, what to do? Just have a Honda. Jeez, it's scary. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's some 30 horsepower, 3-cylinder, 4-stroke Honda Abuse in its finest. I've seen better. That's a good one though. I will do some hose spraying, washing, and little desalting, derusting. I will go down and see a fellow I know and see if he has that water bypass cover there, and if he has that, then I will cut a gasket that's thicker than what would normally go there. I've retraced the good bolt holes. I've tapped the torn up ones, and I don't see me doing much more to this outboard. It's just at that point to where I'll see what I get when I get the water bypass port cover in place, and if I ain't got no leaks and so forth and it seems to be cooling properly, I'll do a little desalting, get rid of a little bit of that rust and clean it up a little bit, and that'll be about all I do to it, because it is badly abused and it's right there. So that's all I'm going to do to it, but there's what comes in here for repair. So we'll do what we can to at least make it usable again, and not much more. Thanks for watching.